And good afternoon and welcome to Zaleski Sports and American Legion Baseball as the Marshfield Blue Devils coming into this contest with a 13-3 conference record, 21-11 overall, taking on the Bulldogs of Post 10 with a 7-9 conference record, 15-21 overall. And this is a makeup game from back earlier in July, and these two teams actually in the American Legion in the Wisconsin Valley, you play them 3 times. And so it turns out that this game was canceled because Wausau was playing in a tournament on Friday over in Minnesota. And this game was supposed to be on a Thursday, but it turned out it would have been late because they were supposed to play at 8 o'clock Friday morning, so the team went over on Thursday instead of playing this game, and that's why this game is being played now today as the final regular season game in the conference. And like I mentioned, these two teams met back on July 6th up at Wausau. I did that ball game up there where Marshfield came out on top 8-4, and then on Tuesday they came here and played Marshfield, and Marshfield came out on top 9-4. In fact, Bennett Kobeck, who is starting the game for Wausau, as Wausau only has 9 ball players today, and there was other commitments, and of course this was not originally on the schedule, so they've only got 9 ball players. And Bennett started in that game and pitched 1 1/3 innings, gave up 3 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned, 4 walks and 1 strikeout. And I know Matt Konechny pitched in that one also, and then the following one on Tuesday, Dawson Luther was the winner in that one, and also Jake Konechny also pitched in that one also. But a big matchup here, as this pretty much will decide the Wisconsin Valley Conference, as Marshfield took 2 games on the nose yesterday to a very hot Plover team right now. The standings in the conference, Marshfield sits at 13-3, and they're calling that Stevens Point game a tie, but Plover wants Marshfield to finish that ball game. But now, do you go back to when it was 6-6, or do you go when Marshfield took a 4-run lead, or excuse me, it was 5-5. Marshfield put up a 4 spot and made it 9-5, and so does it stay as a tie in that 6th inning and then you play from there, or do you go have it suspended from when Marshfield had batted and scored 4 runs? That's the big question. Plover is sitting at 13-5 conference-wise. Everest is sitting at 10-6, and Wisconsin Rapids at 8-9. The Sixers of Stevens Point at 6-8. The Bulldogs of Wausau at 7-9, and Merrill at 0-17. So the big question, this is a big ball game. If Marshfield wins this, there's no question about it. Then they'll win the conference game, or win the game outright. So we'll give you the starting lineups here. And the spring game is brought to you by Rice's More Than Floors of Marshfield. Stop in today for quality window treatments, paint, tile, remnants, and quality flooring. Visit their showroom, visit their website, or give them a call tomorrow. And the starting lineup for the Wausau Bulldogs. Leading off and pitching today is Bennett Kobeck. Batting second, the shortstop, number 8, Cam Rye. Batting third and playing left field, Connor Lemran. Batting on the cleanup spot and catching, Gage Stockwell. Batting in the number 5 spot, the right fielder, Breck Laubach. Batting in the number 6 spot, first baseman, Ethan Lupnow. Batting 7th and playing center field, Connor Kalinsky. Batting in the 8th spot, and playing second base, Mike Warzella. And batting in the number 9 spot and playing third base, Peter Winter. The Bulldogs are coached by Tom Magnuson in his 44th season. For Marshfield, leading off and playing shortstop, Jake Sadowski. Batting second and playing third base, Matt Konechny. Batting third and playing center field, Dawson Luther. Batting in the cleanup spot, the catcher, Mason Anderson. Batting 5th and playing left field, Owen Griesbach. Batting 6th and pitching, Chase Robinson. Batting in the number 7th spot, the right fielder, Bryce Shaddy. Batting in the 8th spot, the first baseman, Tyler Kramer. And batting in the 9th spot, the second baseman, Cash Osterman. And at this time, the play of our national anthem. and the playing of our national anthem as we'll be getting set here to bring you all the action of American Legion Baseball here on Zaleski Sports. And with me is Bella and Gavin, who did an outstanding job as we just got done with the Chaparral game here on Zaleski Sports as the Chaparrals came out on top 6-1 over the Rhinelander River Monsters. That's right, the River Monsters. A lot of strange nicknames in that Dairyland League for teams. So, you know, you go up to Rhinelander, and actually Rhinelander, I don't know if a lot of you people out there knew this, but they had the best nickname for a high school team, and it's called the Rhinelander Hodags. And nobody knows what a hodag is. It's a mythical thing up there. It looks like a dragon and, you know, something prehistoric. And it's, but so that's why I'm just wondering, maybe that's why they call themselves the River Monsters from this adult league in the Dairyland. So, but yeah, we're ready for baseball action here as we're getting ready just around the corner of tournament time coming, and we'll be discussing that during the ball game here as the AAA regional tournament will start on Tuesday, and the AA tournament's coming up. The Class A regionals coming up as the Class A will. There's one over in Stratford. I'll be working that Friday night. Stratford will take on Tomahawk in a 6 o'clock ball game, and then that actually a 3 o'clock marathon is taking on Wittenberg-Berniewood, and that is going to be a great contest. Both of those teams, conference champions this last year, and two outstanding programs. In fact, Wittenberg-Berniewood, I think, has gotten like, I want to say almost over 50 wins in just the last 2 years. So, and leading off for Wausau here for 10, and the first pitch by Robinson is hit by Bennett Kobeck out to left field and gets by the left fielder, Owen Griesbach. And Kobeck going into second. That will be a base hit and an error on the left fielder, Griesbach. So Kobeck gets the Bulldogs going here right away on the first pitch, as Chase Robinson on the mound for Marshfield, as Chase has been the workhorse for the Blue Devils all season long, pitched 40 innings, 7 games. This is his 8th game starting today. Robinson with the breaking ball for a call strike as Lucius Messerschmidt behind the plate. He's got a little delay call, but we can live with it. Robinson takes a look at second and catching the outside corner for a call strike 2. As Chase has been the workhorse for the Blue Devils this year. Chase taking a look at second, and the pitch. Breaking ball upstairs for a ball. He's given up 33 hits, 20 runs, 14 of those runs earned. He's walked 13, struck out 30. He's hit 8 batters, and he's got an ERA of 2.45 as Mason Anderson goes out and takes a little talk with him now. I'm thinking he's talking about the rotation of giving signs to him of which pitch to throw, as they got a runner at second base. 1-2 count here, just starting out here this afternoon. And first pitch was at 5:02, and fouling that one back into the net. And we'll see what the game time temperature. I know the temperature that we had to start with was 77 degrees. We're right about that mark also. And batting right now is Cam Rye. Cam down low, 2-2 count as Bennett stays still there. As we'll look up the stats here on the Wausau Legion team here. As Robinson from the stretch. And the pitch. And a fly ball down the left field line, out of play. As Rye on the season, hitting .283 on the season. He's got 17 hits, all singles on the season with 5 RBIs. He's walked 10 times this season. He's been hit 5 times also. So Robinson from the stretch takes a look at second, and a fly ball out to right, and coming over and making the catch is Bryce Shoddy, and making the tag is Kobeck, as Kobeck goes into third head first. So 1 down here in the top of the first inning as Bennett Kobeck goes sliding in and bringing up Connor Lemeran. As Connor, let's see his numbers on the season, as he's hitting 204 on the season. He's played in 18 ball games. Starting left fielder for Tom Magnuson's ball club. He's got 11 hits, 8 singles, 3 doubles on the season. And a fly ball out to center as Dawson Luther comes in, makes a catch, and a long throw, and a one hopper, and not in time, but a powerful throw by Dawson, and Bennett timing that right, and Lemeran with a sacrifice fly to center field as Wausau gets on the board here first. 1-0 Wausau here in the top of the first inning. Bringing up Gage Stockwell. Stockwell on the year, hitting .276 with 21 hits, 3 doubles. He's got 8 RBIs and a swing and a miss on a pitch from Robinson. Robinson working out of the stretch, and a swing and a miss by Stockwell. Good fastball right down Main Street. As I mentioned, both of these teams have met twice this year. Marshfield coming out on top on both of them. Robinson with the pitch upstairs for a ball. 1-2 count to Stockwell. Nobody on. And the pitch downstairs for a ball. 2-2 with 2 down. Wausau with an early 1-0 lead here in the top of the first inning, as Kobeck scoring on a sacrifice fly from third. Breaking ball outside. 3-2 count. And the pitch. And a ground ball in the hole out to right field as Stockwell takes a 3-2 pitch to right field. And bringing up Breck Blabach, the right fielder.
Right fielder, Breck Blabach.
And let's see, Brett has played 27 ball games this year, hitting .250 on the season with 14 hits, 1 double. And we'll see what he's got for RBIs. 8 RBIs on the season. Here's Robinson taking his time. Pitch right on the inside corner for a call strike, right at the knees. Thanks for joining us here for American Legion Baseball here this afternoon, as the air quality is going down bit by bit here, as it seems a little clearer. As I know doing that ball game this afternoon, it was more hazier than what it is right now. That warning is until 12 o'clock tomorrow, but we'll see, as a storm is supposed to come in. Maybe it'll clear some of this out of here. But they're talking beautiful temperatures for all next week in the upper 70s, right around 80. So, and foul ball, that one going back into the parking lot there. 2-2 count with 2 down, runner at first. Wausau leading 1-0 here in the top of the first inning. And another one going foul. And kids trying to get that last chance to, Joe, what are they going for, a bicycle this year or something, or on the drawing? Bicycle on the drawing. So, yeah, they get to put your name in the box back here. I saw that box, a lot of names back there. Holy cow. But it should be, and a ground ball to second. And Osterman picks it up, throws over to first. High throw, and off the glove of Kramer. And going to third on the play is Stockwell, and that will be an error on the first baseman as that hit him right in the glove. So the second error by Marshfield, as Marshfield surprising with 2 errors early going here, as usually they've been a very good defensive team all year long. And bringing up Ethan Lopnow now, the first baseman. And pitch down low. As we'll look at Lopnow's numbers. In fact, he is hitting 111 on the season. He's played, this is only his 10th game that he's playing in. As Wausau just only brought 9 players, as there are short ball players, as this was not a regular schedule game. Left-handed hitter, and a swing and a miss. Lopnow playing first base for Wausau. Robinson from the stretch. And the pitch, runner taken off, and a foul off as Blabach trying to go down the second. Count remains 1-2 here now with 2 down. Runners at the corners. Left-hand hitting Ethan Lopnow. Robinson takes a look at first from the stretch, and the pitch. And a ground ball foul as it almost hits Coach Magnuson down there. I haven't seen Maggie move that fast in a long time. Well, I'll have to give him a little heck next time I see him on that one. It was good dancing moves down there, though. Robinson from the stretch, and the pitch. Breaking ball upstairs for a ball. 2-2 with 2 down, 2 runners on. Robinson gets the sign from his catcher, Anderson. And a foul tip right into the glove of Anderson, and that is strike 3, and that is a Serve Pro strikeout. Call Serve Pro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never happened. So for the Wausau Bulldogs in the top of the first inning, they come up with 1 run on 2 hits, 2 errors, and 2 men left. And after a half inning of play, it's Wausau 1 and Marshfield coming to back. And you're watching American Legion Baseball here on Zaleski Sports.
Tired of hearing about checking account features? So are we. It's more about what you can do with your money to live the life you want. Forward Bank puts your access to everything you need in the palm of your hand. Mobile deposit, recurring digital payments, transfer funds, or pay a friend easily. Yes, our checking is free and includes all that you would expect. It's supported by your neighbors and friends at Forward, dedicated to serving our communities. Open online today at forward.bank.
Hiller's Ace Hardware in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center. The tools you trust from the people you can depend on. Shop the store within a store and find what you're looking for.
That's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. Now that's what I was looking for.
You'll find what you're looking for. We redesigned our store to offer the biggest selection of Milwaukee tools. A selection so big, you'll need a map to find your way out. Hiller's Ace Hardware in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center.
And we are back here at Hackman Field, and Marshfield is hosting the AAA State Legion Baseball Tournament from Tuesday, July 28th through Saturday, August 1st. Post 54, Legion welcomes 8 teams to compete for the state championship. Visit Hackman Field in Marshfield and enjoy delicious concessions, a chance to win exciting raffle prizes, and most importantly, some of the outstanding baseball. And I'll tell you, there'll be 8 great teams here. It should be one of the best AAA state tournaments I've seen in a long time. But again, on July 28th through August 1st at Hackman Field here in Marshfield. And regionals right around the corner here as starting on Tuesday. as Marshfield will head over to Chippewa Falls to play in that regional, as it's been switched a little bit. Usually there's been a 6-team regional with Marshfield, Wausau, Stevens Point, Plover, DC Everest, and Rapids, but they've split it up now, and with Chippewa Falls, Eau Claire, Marshfield, and Wausau are together over at Chippewa Falls. Eau Claire will open up with Marshfield at 5 o'clock on this coming Tuesday, and Wausau will take on Chippewa Falls at 7:30. And then 3 games on Wednesday, and then the championship on Thursday at 4 o'clock. And if they need a second championship, it'll be right after that at 7 o'clock. And leading off for the Blue Devils is Jake Sadowska, the shortstop. First pitch outside for ball 1. Jake on the season hitting, 371 on the season. And he's got an OPS of 953, a slugging percentage of 495. He's got 39 hits, 31 singles, 4 doubles, 3 triples, a home run, 16 RBIs, 42 runs scored. He's been hit 10 times this season. And pitch catching the inside corner for a call strike. And here's the amazing number right here. He has 32 stolen bases on the season. So he was the same way in the Valley as he led the Valley in stolen bases. A high pop-up on the first base side, and making the catch there is Ethan Lupnow for out number 1. As that one was definitely a major league pop-up right there, as that was way up there. And I understand the Brewers with another walk-off win today. The Cardiac Kids of Milwaukee coming out with a 3-1 victory, and as Contreras hits a 3-run shot to win it. And a foul ball down the right field side by Mac Konechny, who is now at the plate. And Mac, let's see what Mac's hitting on the season. 384 on the season with 28 hits, 8 doubles. He's got a home run. He's got 23 RBIs, 27 runs scored. Another outstanding season by the Clover Belt Co-Player of the Year this year. And pitch down low for a ball. Mac heading to Lakeland College to play some football and some baseball there. And a base shot right out to center field as Mac starts things out here with 1 down. And bringing up Dawson Luther, as Dawson on the season having an outstanding season. He's hitting 364. And if you look at this starting lineup, there is 8 ball players hitting over 300 in the starting lineup. And Dawson with a 364 batting average. And he's got 24 hits, 7 doubles. He's got 2 home runs. He's tied with Richardson in that, as Richardson hit one yesterday. And he's got 26 RBIs, an all-conference ball player. First team, and actually an all-state first team player, and was named the D4 Player of the Year in the state of Wisconsin, and he is heading to UW Stevens Point next year to play some baseball, along with Brady Berg, who we saw in the Chaparral game here earlier today. Next pitch upstairs for a ball, as Kobeck pitching very, very carefully to him. 3-0 count with 1 down. And Mac Konechny at first. Mac with about a 3.5 step lead at first. And the pitch. And a call strike right at the knees, catching the inside corner. And just a little breeze out there as we see the American flag flapping out there. And this will, I'd say, maybe about a 7-8 mile an hour. But blowing in from right field, which would be pretty much from the south. And Dawson hitting a long fly ball out to center. And coming in and making that catch is Connor Kolinsky for out number 2. As Mason Anderson now coming to the plate. Mason, all-conference catcher in the Wisconsin Valley this last season. Mason hitting 352 on the season, as he's got 31 hits with 21 singles, 10 doubles, and he's got 22 RBIs, and a ground ball past the third baseman. as Mason comes up with a base hit. As we'll see if they bring in a courtesy runner as Mack heads to second. Time will be called, and coming into courtesy run is, looks like number 19. That would be Ray Becker, as Ray from Marshfield, Columbus, and actually Ray was an honorable mention all conference this year in the Clover Belt. The Blue Devils with 12 ball players that was first team, second team, or honorable mention. I mean, to talk about having an outstanding club. I mean, as a coach, you couldn't ask for anything better of having 12 ball players that received conference recognition. So as Chase or Owen Griesbach up, and Owen, a graduate, as he was an all-conference ball player back in 24, yes, sir, his senior year. 1-1 count. And a breaking ball right across. As Owen, let's see what he's hitting this year. .318 on the season, with 27 hits this year, as he follows that one back to stay alive. Owen's got 15 RBIs. In that Chaparral game I did today, I saw something I don't think I've ever seen. 3 straight innings where you left the bases loaded. It's unbelievable. And that hit the bat. They're going to say it hit the helmet. They're going to say it hit Owen. I thought the way it came off that bat, I thought it hit the bat. And that is the 5th time he has been hit this year. As just wondering if they're looking at the helmet, see if there's a crack in it or what. From my angle, I thought it came off the bat, but Lucius Messerschmidt says no, it actually hit Owen. So the bases are loaded here now. And to the plate is Chase Robinson, today's starting pitcher. And pitch upstairs. And Chase on the season hitting .278. And he has 7 doubles, a triple, and a home run to his credit this year, and 21 RBIs. And a shot out to left and a base hit that's going to bring in a run. They're going to send him. And coming around from second to home. And he's safe. A great slide by Becker, a head-first slide, got the hand in as Becker scored and Konechny scored to give Marshfield a 2-1 lead here. A great throw from left field from Connor Lemran. As it was one hopper out there, and Becker came around third base there, just hit it just right, and a beautiful play at home plate as Becker got his hand in just in time. And courtesy running for Robinson is number 5, Brennan Welch from Auburndale, a sophomore. And the first pitch to Bryce Shoddy is high for a ball as Robinson comes up with 2 RBIs on that play. And going to third is Griesbach. And Robinson went to second on that throw. So now with Shoddy up, 1-1 count with 2 down, and Marshfield out on top, and that's going to be a base hit, and that's going to score a pair. As Griesbach and Welch both score to make it a 4-1 game here. As Shoddy comes up with a 2-run single to increase this Marshfield lead, and everything with 2 outs. As Anderson actually Griesbach got things going there by loading the base on being hit. 1-0 count now to Tyler Kramer, who's playing first base. And the pitch. And Tyler, a shot down to third, throw over to first in time for out number 3 as Peter Winter makes a nice throw to get Kramer. But for Marshfield, in the bottom of the first inning, they come up with 4 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left. And after 1 complete inning of play, it's Marshfield 4 and Wausau 1. And you're watching American Legion Baseball here on Zaleski Sports.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield has tasty char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between. Check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See Chips' complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream, all served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield. Be a champ and have a chipperific day. Beer battered cheese curds now at Nasonville Dairy. Get them before they're gone in Marshfield at Weber's Farm Store, Curtis, and at the Nasonville Worldwide Headquarters on Highway 10 just west of Marshfield. Master cheesemaker Ken Hyman, tell us more about beer battered curds.
We've been acknowledged as having some of the best curd in the nation and in the world. We actually finished first in the world last year, world competition. So here we are, and we always compete well with other people. So now it's the idea of making a beer batter that could be the best in the world.
And we are back here at Jack Hackman Field as Marshfield putting up 4 runs in that first inning to take a 4-1 lead over the Wausau Bulldogs. And the first pitch to center fielder Connor Kolinsky catches the outside corner for a call strike. And a breaking ball fouled off. All 4 runs that Marshfield scored after 2 were out has big hits there and some great base running. As Kolinsky on the season, just his 3rd ball game this season. As Wausau is missing actually their top 2-3 hitters, and Kolinsky fly ball out to center. And Dawson Luther comes in to make the catch for out number 1. Bringing up the second baseman now, Mike Warzella. And Mike on the season, we'll take a look at his numbers. He's hitting .237 on the season with 9 hits, 2 doubles. He's got 5 RBIs on the season. Right-handed hitter. And a swing and a miss. An off-speed pitch by Robinson. Robinson coming into this contest with a 5-1 record and a foul ball down to third base side. Lucius Messerschmidt, who's umpired a few years, actually did a couple years in the minor leagues. And a pitch. Strike 3 on that outside corner. And that is a Serve Pro strikeout. Number 1 in cleanup and restoration, Serve Pro, like it never happened. And that is the 2nd strikeout now by Robinson. Bringing up Peter Winter, third baseman. And let's see what Peter's numbers are here. As this is his 14th game on the season. Peter hitting .176 on the season. Wind up and the pitch. Call strike on the outside corner. The Bulldogs, this is their 37th game of the season. My goodness, I know. And a ground ball to Osterman. 1 hopper over to first for out number 3. For Wausau in the top of the second, no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. And after 1.5 innings of play, It's Marshfield 4 and Wausau 1, and you're watching American Legion Baseball here on Zaleski Sports.
Hey everybody, Nat over at Wheeler Chevrolet GMC, and going on now through August 3rd is 0% financing for 5 years on Silverados. You heard that right, 0% financing on all Silverado make and models.
This summer, the whole family is invited to Marshfield's home base for fun. Woodfield Inn & Suites, where great rooms come with great rates. Splash around in the indoor pool. Mom and Dad unwind in the hot tub. Let your kids take over the arcade. Book your family getaway at Woodfield Inn & Suites. The 2026 American Legion State Baseball Tournament is in Marshfield. Make Woodfield Inn & Suites your home base.
And we are back here at Jack Hackman Field. Our producers today, Bella Maurer and Gavin Mueller, both doing a great job. It's always a pleasure working with those two. Marshfield leading here 4-1 in the bottom of the second inning. And we'll tell you about Discover Marshfield's wellness destination, Be Well Studio. Experience cutting-edge recovering tools like hydromassage, infrared sauna, red light therapy, PEMF, and more, all designed to help your body and mind feel their best. Each 15 to 30-minute session is just $29 with memberships and packages available. Book your wellness session today at BeWellStudio.com. And leading off for Marshfield is the number 9 hitter, the second baseman, Cash Osterman. As we'll switch my computer over to the Marshfield side here. And Cash hits a shot out to left and going back. And it's off the wall at the base of the fence. And Cash going in with a first pitch stand-up double. And back to the top of the batting order is Jake Sadowska, as didn't even have time to look at Cash's numbers here. As Jake coming to the plate now. In fact, we'll take a look here and see. Cash was hitting 277 on the season. As he gets a nice sized lead at second. As Jake lays one down and it's fouled down the third base side. And with Jake's speed that he's got coming out of that left-handed side of the batter's box there, he's always good for at least a step and a half to 2 steps. And with the speed he's got, there's no way you were going to throw him out if that was a fair ball. So he's got that great advantage. He's going to be playing some college ball up in Superior next year. Oh, and 1 count. And a base shot out to right field. As they're going to hold up Osterman at third. So runners at the corners right away. As Jake now 1 for 2, bringing up Mac Konieczny as Mac singled and scored back in the first inning. That double that Cash had, that's his 6th double on the season, and actually his 24th hit on the year. He's hitting 277, so that'll raise his average a little bit. Throw over to first, and it gets away, a throwing error there, as Jake rounding second and heading to third, standing up, as a 2-base error on a throwing error by the pitcher. And a run will score. So Marshfield now up 5-1. And of course, Jake always a threat on the bases. There was no doubt that he was going to take off and go to second. First pitch to Dawson Luther upstairs. Or excuse me, for Mac Konieczny. Mac is up. 1-0 count with Sadowska at third. 90 feet away. Next pitch upstairs for a ball. As I mentioned, Bennett Kobach pitched in that first ball game when Marshfield played Wausau, and he threw only 1 1/3 innings in that ball game. And pitch upstairs, 4 straight pitches for balls as Mack walks. And now runners at the corners as time is called as head coach Tom Magnuson heads out. Talk to his ball club out there. And we'll tell you a little bit about Stratford Plumbing and Heating. Your comfort and convenience is their top priority. They service all brands and do complete furnace and air conditioning installation with professional service to Stratford and Marshfield and surrounding areas. Call Stratford Plumbing and Heating today, your home comfort experts, as I think we are going to have a pitching change here. And I think coming in from left field is Lemerand, as we'll take a look at the pitching numbers here for
Pitching for Wausau. Number 16, Connor Lemerad.
is Lemerad. Let's take a look here. We'll look at stats. We'll look at pitching stats. And here we pop up Lemerad. This is his 3rd appearance on the season. He's pitched 6 1/3 innings on the year. He has an 0-2 record. He has given up 8 hits, 8 runs, 6 earned, 9 walks, 2 strikeouts, and he's got an earned run average of 6.63. As we'll see who's going to go to left field out there. As the next batter is Dawson Luther. Lemerad, a big, tall right-hander. Lemerad coming in to pitch in the... So actually, Kobach threw less innings this time than he did the other time in Wausau. He's got 1 inning in, and he has given up 6 hits. He's given up 5 runs, no strikeouts, no walks. 1 walk, hit a batter, and he is responsible for the 2 runners that are on base. So Marshfield up here now 5-1. A big win here by Marshfield will give them the conference championship, and bringing up left-hand hitter Dawson Luther. Dawson flew out to the center fielder last time up. And almost caught Max leaning the wrong way there, but he got back in safely, head first. As Connor takes a look over at first, and the pitch. And a shot as the second baseman was going to the bag. Dawson hit it right pat on his backside. And a big RBI single by Dawson Luther as Mack moves to second on the play. And bringing up Mason Anderson. Mason single back in the first inning. And pitched by Connor is outside for a ball. And I think Kobach moved to left field, as the uniform he's got on is pretty dirty out there, and he did slide back in that first inning. So I'm thinking Bennett moved to left field, so it's just a flip-flop on the defensive positions. Pitcher went to left, and left came in to pitch. So next pitch down low for ball 3. 3-0. Marshfield leading 6-1 here. in the bottom of the second inning. Connor Lemran from the stretch takes a look at second. And the pitch. And a call strike to Anderson right on the outside corner. Marshfield with 7 hits already in this contest. And going to third with a steal. And actually, it was a walk. He will not be credited with a stolen base because it was a walk. So, because he would have gone to third anyway. So bases loaded here. And coming in the courtesy run, number 19, that is Ray Becker. Ray had that great slide at home back in that first inning to give them their second run on that 2 RBI shot by Robinson. First pitch to Owen Griesbach, who got hit by a pitch back in the first inning and scored. Is outside for a ball. Lemeran from the stretch and the pitch. And a high fly ball out to left. Kobach with the catch. Tag at third. Throw coming. And scoring on a play is Matt Konechny with. And we've got a rundown going on here. And out at third is Dawson Luther.
Now batting, the pitcher, Chase Robinson.
As Luther decided he was going to go to third after that catch. So on the play, Konechny scores. Griesbach gets credit for a sacrifice fly. And Becker goes to second. And we have Chase Robinson up. And Chase hits a fly ball out to center. And coming over and making the catch is Klaczynski for out number 3. So for Marshfield, they come up with 3 runs on 3 hits, 1 error, and 1 left. And after 2 complete innings of play, it's Marshfield 7, Wausau 1. And you're watching American Legion Baseball here on Zaleski Sports.
Hello, I'm Jenny Shaner, Realtor, Next Home Hub City. If you're a first-time home buyer or seller, or you've been around the block, because of my experience, I'm able to help you in the most efficient way. I'm a full-time, full-service realtor. I focus on my clients 100%. Let's work together as a team for a win in your next real estate transaction.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
And we are back here at Jack Hackman Field, where Marshfield puts up 3 more in the second inning to go ahead 7-1. And leading off the top of the order, Bennett Kobach, who's now playing left field. And was the starting pitcher and pulled in the second inning. And pitched down low. Events were made for Nuts Deep 2 in Marshfield. Large groups or small, private party space is available for your event. Call now for available dates. That's at Nuts Deep 2 in Marshfield. And a pop foul down the right field side, heading for the parking lot. I know there was a company last year that says if a foul ball came back, hit the windshield, the the company would pay for the windshield that was broken in the parking lot. And I thought, what great advertising. I don't think so. They said sponsored by me. I don't think so. My wife would not definitely like that. And the pitch upstairs for a ball. 2-2 count to the leadoff hitter, Bennett Kobek. And a swing and a miss. Strike three. And a big breaking ball, and that is the third strikeout by Robinson, and that's a serve pro strikeout. Serve pro, like it never happened. And bringing up Cam Rye, the shortstop, flew out to the right fielder. Robinson working out of the stretch and the pitch. And catching the outside corner for a call strike. Tournament action coming up all next week. Check Zaleski Sports for your favorite team, and we'll be delivering it to you because we'll be over in Stevens Point. I know I'm over in New London for the AA and for a night, and they're going to let me out of town for a night. So I'm in Stratford on next Friday, and of course the state tournament coming to Marshfield here, and the crew here at Marshfield getting ready for state tournament. And a fly ball out to center field, and Dawson Luther going back about 3-4 steps now comes back in and makes the catch for out number 2. Bringing up Connor Lemran, who's now pitching. I know I was involved with the American Legion for quite a few years after I retired from umpiring back in 2004. And yeah, I got roped into being president for quite a few years, and then I decided, well, I'm going to go into broadcasting again, so here I am. So, but no, this group that the American Legion has here getting prepared for the state tournament and doing a really nice job here. And a foul ball down the right field side, and making a attempt for it is Tyler Kramer. But just out of his reach. 0-2 count with 2 down. As we will have a production crew that's just second to none and coming in. And we'll have cameras all over the place. And you will not miss any action at all. And a fly ball out to left field, coming in. And making the catch is the left fielder, Owen Griesbach, for out number 3. So 3 up, 3 down as Robinson has retired the last 7 batters. And Wausau comes up with nothing here in the 3rd inning. So after 2.5 innings of play, it's Marshfield 7, Wausau 1. And you're watching American Legion Baseball here on Zaleski Sports.
Hiller's Ace Hardware in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center. The tools you trust from the people you can depend on. Shop the store within a store and find what you're looking for.
That's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. Now that's what I was looking for.
You'll find what you're looking for. We redesigned our store to offer the biggest selection of Milwaukee tools. A selection so big, you'll need a map to find your way out. Hiller's Ace Hardware in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center.
Little Sprouts Learning Garden with 2 convenient Central Wisconsin locations. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
Little Sprouts has been around for almost 7 years here in Auburndale. In Rudolph, we've been open for about 2.5. We serve here in Auburndale, we have 6 weeks old up until 12-year-olds. And then in Rudolph, we have 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds. The biggest thing that we do with them is we have play-based learning so that they learn through play with each other. And social skills are a huge part of what we do with them.
Find Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
And we are back here at Jack Ackman Field in Marshfield, and temperature is 79 degrees. A nice, still a little hazy yet. You can see a few of the clouds though. As I was going to check here what the air quality is all of a sudden here, but let's see if it comes up. It's at 158. It's actually come down as it was earlier this afternoon, about 12:30 or so. It was like 214, 215, so it's down to 158. So it's going down gradually. So by tomorrow afternoon, we'll be in great shape here. Maybe a little storm or so. And coming to the plate now for Marshfield in the bottom of the third inning is Bryce Shoddy. And Bryce flies one out to center field, and going to his right to make the catch is Connor Kalinsky for out number one. Is Bryce now 1 for 2 on the day. Bringing up Tyler Kramer, the first baseman. Tyler grounded out to the third baseman back in the first inning. Next Step Prosthetics, providing prosthetics and orthotics throughout central Wisconsin. Take your next step and contact them tomorrow as Tyler swings and miss at the first pitch from Connor Lemerand. Connor working out of the stretch and low and away for a ball. Also action at Bucol Park starting Tuesday. And right at the letters, catching the outside corner, says home plate umpire Lucius Messerschmidt. 1-2 count with one down. And a shot past the third baseman. We'll see what Mr. Konishny gives on that. Oh, you're not scoring that one? I would say a base hit. That was a shot. I'm generous today. I'm giving him a hit. It's Sunday. As Tyler Kramer picks up a base hit for Marshfield and bringing up Cash Osterman. And so pretty much everybody's got a hit. Yes, they do. Well, except Owen. But he's got an RBI to his credit, so we'll include that in there. But pretty much everybody's got a hit. They've got what now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've got 8 hits total, and we've got 9 guys. So we're only missing one person here. And next pitch, high and inside for a ball. But Owen's got was hit by a pitch and scored and a sacrifice. So to me, putting those two together, you've got a hit there. So everybody's contributed in today's contest. And a foul tip into the glove by Osterman. Count now 1-2 with one down. As Connor takes a look over at first. Just a short lead by Tyler. And down low and away. 2-2. As Connor goes into the stretch and the pitch. High upstairs. 3-2 with one down. Tyler Kramer at first. Marshfield leading 7-1 here in the bottom of the third inning. A win by Marshfield gives them the Wisconsin Valley Conference title. From the stretch and the pitch, and Tyler taking off and foul back as Tyler's going to have to come all the way back. One down here in the bottom of the first inning. Connor from the stretch and the pitch. Upstairs for ball 4. So runners at first and second now for the Blue Devils. And back to the top of the batting order as Jake Sadowska, who singled and scored back in the second inning. Left-handed hitter. Jake having an outstanding season. First team all-conference in Wisconsin Valley this year. And first pitch outside. I know years ago they used to, in the American Legion, they used to make a conference team also, just like they, do with high school. But I have not seen in the past years if they still do that. But I'll tell you, there's and ball gets away and throw down to third, and Tyler gets in there. As that got away from the catcher, we'll get a pass ball on that as both runners advance. So Kramer at third now and Osterman at second. And one down here with leadoff hitter Jake Sadowska with a 2-0 count. One down. And the pitch. And catching that inside corner for a strike. Jake kind of looked at home plate umpire Lucius Messerschmidt, but Jake, right up, he's right tight against that plate. And the pitch. And he pops that one up, and that one's going to go out of play off to our side and head over to, hits the screen over on Reese Field over there. Count remains 2-2 with one down. From the stretch. And the pitch. And Jake up the middle, back to the mound. Underhand. And a bang banger. In fact, Connor almost waited too long because Jake's got some great wheels going down the line there. He looked the runner back at third. And if he would have looked one more time, he would have never gotten Jake there. So now 2 down here in the bottom of the third inning. And bringing Mac Konieczny to the plate. Mac's been on base twice, a base hit and scored in the first, and a walk and scored. And a line shot out to left field, and Bennett Kobach does not even move for that one, and lines out to the left fielder. So for the Blue Devils in the bottom of the third, no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left. And after 3 complete innings of play, it's Marshfield 7, Wausau 1. You're watching American Legion Baseball here on Zaleski Sports.
Every big future starts with a small step. You can't plan every part of your child's future, but you can help them build smart financial habits that last a lifetime. That's why Simplicity Credit Union Youth Accounts make it easy to start early, helping young savers build confidence and grow towards a bright future. Because the lessons they learn today can grow into something bigger tomorrow.
Wisconsin shops at Gross Auto Group for 3 big reasons. No hassle pricing, lifetime warranty, massive selection, price to move. Gross Auto Group's no hassle pricing means the price you see is the price you pay. No back and forth, no wasted time. Our lifetime engine warranty means we want your new ride running for as long as you own it. And with 8 brands in 6 stores, Gross Auto has the ride you want at the price you need. 3 reasons, 3 towns. Gross Auto Group in Neelsville, Black River Falls, and Marshfield.
And we're back here at Jack Hackman Stadium as we go into the top of the 4th inning. Marshfield leading 7-1 as Marshfield has out-hit Wausau 8-2 as Wausau put up a run in that first inning, but Marshfield's come back and put 4 in the first inning and 3 in the second. And we're starting top of the 4th here. First pitch by Robinson upstairs for a ball. As I mentioned, Robinson, the workhorse of this ball club with a 5-1 record this season. Foul tip into the glove of Anderson. 1-1 count to, well, let's see, Gage Stockwell. 1-2 now. As Robinson, don't want to jinx him here, but he has retired the last 7 batters he has faced. Wind up in the pitch and pop up foul into the parking lot. And looking at extended forecast, we're supposed to have pretty good weather for that state tournament. And knock on wood, I remember would have been 1998 and pitch upstairs for a ball. I worked the state tournament. I umpired it down in Wisconsin Rapids, and the tournament was supposed to be 5 days, and it took us 8 days to play the thing because we just got rain like crazy that year. And it was postponed. And a swing and a miss and a strikeout for Robinson. That is strikeout number 4 for him. And that is a Serve Pro strikeout. Serve Pro, your number 1 in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never happened. So 1 down here in the top of the 4th inning. Bringing up Breck Blauback, the right fielder. And he got on with an error back in the 1st inning. Robinson with the pitch and pop foul back. Great crowd here this evening. We right at the 6 o'clock hour here in central Wisconsin, Central Time, and a high hopper. Osterman gets it. Had a little problems getting it out of the glove, but got it over there in time for out number 2.
Now batting first baseman Ethan Lopnow.
It was a high hopper over Robinson's head. He had no play on it at all, and Osterman did a great job of fielding that, but kind of had a little problem getting it out of the glove, but still got Blauback by a good step. Robinson now with 2 down. First pitch catches the outside corner to Ethan Lopnow for a call strike. As Robinson had 59 pitches, pitched down low for a ball. And fouled off. And over to Reese Park next to us here. The original ball diamond there. That was in 1990 when the state tournament was here. Before the Boulevard went through. That's where the state tournament was held. And then I think back in, I'd have to look. It's got to be quite a few years back when yeah, here's my sheet. We'll take a look here when the other tournament was here in Marshfield. And that's a foul ball. Yeah, 2016. So 10 years ago when the last state tournament was here in Marshfield. And winning that championship was Madison Impact over Beloit at 7-4. And a swing and a miss as Robinson has set down the last 10 batters, and that is a Serve Pro strikeout. Serve Pro like it never happened. So for Wausau, no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. And after 3.5 innings of play, it's Marshfield 7, Wausau 1, and you're watching American Legion Baseball here on Zaleski Sports.
Good evening, folks. Matt LePay here. Ridgetop Exteriors is kicking off your roof replacement like pros. Old shingles off, decking down, ice and water guard set. Textbook protection. Underlayment follows. Sealed tight like an O-line. Valleys flashed. Shingles installed row by row. Captain ventilated. The crew scoops every nail, leaving no yard marker behind. This project's wrapped. Your turn to call the play at ridgetopexteriors.com.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauernfeind Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
And we are back here at Jack Hackman Field, and leading off for Marshfield is the center fielder Dawson Luther, as Dawson 1 for 2 in today's ball game. as at state tournament back here in Marshfield back in 2016, and then also back in 1990, and then of course the very second all-time state tournament. It was held in Marshfield, and Marshfield was not in it because there was only two teams. They played a championship, one from the south, one from the north, and Dawson fouls that one off. And it was actually Milwaukee Cudworth Pulse 23 against Rice Lake, and they played that here, and the final score was 7-0, and they played that actually at the old fairgrounds where actually the ball diamond used to be. And a pitch upstairs. I don't think there's anybody around that remembers that 1929 American Legion Championship. But this will actually be the 98th AAA state tournament here coming up in just a couple of weeks here in Marshfield. 2-2 count to Dawson Luther. Dawson ground ball to second. Over the first, in time, as Mike Warzella picks that one up.
Number 34, Mason Anderson.
So Dawson 1 for 3 on the day. Bringing up Mason Anderson. Mason 1 for 1 as base hit and scored back in the first. Actually, I shouldn't say he scored, but his courtesy runner did. And that would have been Ray Becker. And Mason also walked back in the second inning. First pitch upstairs for a ball. Mason tied for the conference batting title this year in the Wisconsin Valley, hitting .500. First team all-conference catcher. As Connor working from the stretch, and long fly ball out to center field, and going to his right is Connor Klosinski, as he's been pretty busy out there this afternoon, and makes the catch for out number 2, bringing up Owen Griesbach, as Owen is 0 for 0 as he got hit and by a pitch and scored in the first and had a RBI sacrifice fly in the second inning. Right-handed hitter. And right on the outside corner for a call strike. First Choice Credit Union of Marshfield serves anyone who lives or works in Wood, Marathon, Clark, or Portage counties. Make First Choice Credit Union your first choice for loans. From the stretch and the pitch, and a ground ball to short. And gets Owen Griesbach by a step as the Blue Gulls go 1-2-3 here in the bottom of the fourth. And so after 4 complete innings of play, it's Marshfield 7, Wausau 1. And you're watching American Legion Baseball here on Zaleski Sports.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
The quality materials that was used when the house was built were below builder grade. I wanted to do something a little exciting, add a little bit of color, a little bit of texture. The Infinity team took time to get to know us. He wanted to know what we wanted. Once he saw my design, he says, well, let's make this happen. It's a big project. Just changed the whole look of the house, and it looks like a brand new home. The Infinity team treated us like we were their family. I would recommend Infinity to anybody.
And we are back here at Jack Hackman Field, where Marshfield's leading 7-1 here in the top of the 5th inning, as Jace Robinson has retired the last 10 batters he has faced. He struck out the very first one, and he has struck out 4 more after that. So he has 5 strikeouts on the afternoon. And leading off is Connor Klosinski, who flew out to center field back in the second inning. As Joe Konechny has called off the winners of the raffle that they had here for American Legion Baseball. And a lot of support from the community here to help support American Legion Baseball. As that second pitch is upstairs for a ball. 2-0 count to Connor. And catching the outside corner for a call strike. Robinson's been working out of the stretch. And a breaking ball catching the outside corner. As Connor shakes his head a little bit and goes, "Ooh, that pitch did look pretty good." From the stretch. And the pitch. And a ground ball to short. As Jake gets it, fires the first. And gets by as it was dropped by Kramer. And we're going to have to call that an error.
Second baseman.
Catch there would have gotten him, so that breaks the string of 10 in a row that Robinson has retired, and Klosinski starts out the inning getting on base. Now at first base with about a 4-step lead. And the pitch. And a high pop-up coming back and out of play as it hits the roof. Oh, and 1 count. Nice size lead by Connor over at first base there. And the pitch. Way over the head as that ball definitely slipped out of his hand as Chase makes the comment. He takes his hand, pats it on his chest and says, "Yeah, that was my fault." 1-1 count as that wild pitch sends Connor to second base. And a pitch, fly ball out to left field, coming over and making that running catch is Owen Griesbach. And heading back to second is Connor Klosinski as Warzella flies out for out number 1. Bringing up Peter Winter, the third baseman. Batting in the number 9 spot for Coach Tom Magnuson. As I mentioned earlier at the start of the game, Tom Magnuson in his 44th season as head coach of the American Legion. I remember doing a lot of his ball games over here at Marshfield and Point and Rapids. And he never invited me up to Wausau, but saw him enough during tournament time. And in fact, the 1998 state tournament I did in Rapids, Wausau actually won that. And I remember I worked first base in the championship game when Wausau won that. Pitch to Peter Winter is down low for a ball. 1-1 count with 1 down. Runner at second. Number 9 hitter in the Wausau lineup. And the pitch down low for a ball. Down to third, and as Klosinski thought he could go, but I'll tell you, Anderson, the ball dropped right in front of Mason, and Mason still on his knees threw that ball down to third, a perfect strike to Mac Konechny, and Mac's sitting there waiting for it. In fact, he could have autographed it before he got there. That's how much time you would have had. So 2 outs now for Wausau. Count now 2-2 with 2 down and nobody on. Marshfield leading here in the top of the 5th inning, 7-1. And the pitch. And a swing and a miss, and the tag by Griesbach. As that is a Serve Pro strikeout. Serve Pro, like it never happened. So for Wausau, no runs on no hits, 1 error, and no one left. After 4.5 innings of play, it's Marshfield 7 and Wausau 1. And you're watching American Legion Baseball here on Zaleski Sports.
So, after a couple years of this, it's time for more money and better opportunities. That's where Mid-State Technical College comes in.
Are you a born leader? Is hospitality your thing? Maybe you're into efficiency. Or do you love building teams? No matter your path, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options. So stop getting by and level up today.
Welcome to the competition where only the best healthcare plans rise to the top. Megasure.
Presenting Paperwork Pound Cake, a half-baked plan with flaky service sprinkled on top.
Ooh. Next up, Security Health Plan.
I call this one the Sweet Security. It has high-quality coverage folded in, and it's frosted with award-winning local service that's sweet but never sugar-coated.
That's a slice of better. Chef Security, congratulations. Truly the recipe for better.
And we are back here at Jack Hackman Field, and all the scoring pretty much happened early as Wausau put a run up in the first inning. Marshfield came back and scored 4 big runs after 2 were out in that first inning. And then in the third inning, they put 3 more up. And that's all the scoring that's been, is Marshfield leading 7-1. And we are in the bottom of the 5th inning here. And at bat is Chase Robinson. He pops that one up and dropped by the shortstop. As Bryce Shoddy now coming up as Chase gets on with an error, as that was dropped by Cam Rye. As Chase now at first base, and Bryce Shoddy up. Bryce 1 for 2 on the day. And another pop-up down to third base side, going over and running out of real estate there is Peter Winter. Marshfield very productive in the first 2 innings, but settled down with only 1 hit in the last 2+ innings here. As ever since Lemrand has come in to pitch, actually pitched very good ball. He's given up 2 hits. He's walked 2, and has not struck anybody out. But he's getting the outs and keeping Marshfield from scoring. And a line shot out to right field, and that's a base hit. And so they're going station to station here as Shoddy gets his second hit. Chase goes to second. Let's take a look here. I'm just wondering if I'm wrong. Brennan Welch is actually courtesy running out there for Chase Robinson, who's the pitcher. You can courtesy run for the pitcher and the catcher. So nobody down. Runners at first and second. And laying one down, a beautiful bunt, as the catcher can't get the handle on it, and that's going to be an infield hit by Tyler Kramer.
Second baseman, Cash Osterman.
As everybody advances 1 base. I know Tyler came in as, I had him as our player of the game the other night after the Wisconsin Rapids won, and he had a great doubleheader there where he had 3 hits. in that doubleheader, a sweep of Wisconsin Rapids, and didn't realize that he had a shoulder problem. He with throwing, so he's used mostly as a DH, and doing a nice job as a DH, but playing a little first base today, so you don't really have to throw much. But gets on with a big base hit, and that's the second hit as his average will climb, and pitch upstairs to Cash Osterman. As the bottom of the order here has been outstanding. If you go from 6, 7, 8, and 9, as Cash pops that one up, and infield fly if fair, and it was a fair ball and caught by the third baseman, so an infield fly. As Lucius made that call right away, as it's an infield fly only if it's fair. If it's foul and it's actually dropped, the batter can come back and bat again. But it has to be a fair ball to be an infield fly rule. And back to the top of the batting order, Jake Sadowska. Jake 1 for 3 on the day with a run scored. Pitch outside for a ball. Bases loaded again for Marshfield. They've been very effective with bases loaded, as pretty much that's how they've scored pretty much all their runs today. And Jake with a base hit. They leave that big opening in there, and they're going to go station to station. Jake will get a base hit with an RBI.
Third baseman, Mac Konechny.
As and scoring on the play was Brennan Welch, who courtesy run for Robinson. Score now is 8-1, and if Marshfield scores 3 more runs here, the 3 that they've got out there, this game is over with by the 10-run rule. And a fly ball out to right field, and going back and dropping it as the right fielder went back. That was Blambach, and getting by the catcher now. And Sadowska goes into third. And so now 2 runs have, Yes, 2 runs have scored. So actually, if Jake scores, this game is over with, as 2 runs have come in.
Now batting center fielder Dawson Luther.
And Dawson Luther at the plate. It's now 10-1 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. And Matt Konechny gets credit for a base hit on that, and an RBI, a pair of RBIs. And they're going to put Luther on an intentional walk. So with bases loaded, 1 out, and Mason Anderson at the plate. And he's going to pop that one up. And making the catch is the catcher. So pops out to the catcher. So now 2 down. And Stockwell makes that catch. And to the plate is Owen Griesbach, the 9th batter in this inning. Marshfield needs 1 more run, and this game is over with. And a long fly ball out to left, and that's going to be enough. And it's off the wall, and that will do it. As Owen Griesbach nails one right at the base of the fence, out at the 320 mark. And Marshfield comes away with a 11-1 win, as they have 4 runs on 5 hits, 1 error, and left 3. And so a big win for Marshfield gives them the Wisconsin Valley Conference Championship with that win, as Wausau scored the first run of the ball game, and Marshfield comes back and scores 11 straight, 11 unanswered runs, and a big win for Marshfield, as I'm not sure when the last championship they won. I was going to look that up today, but a great job by Coach Metz and his staff, and the Marshfield Ball Club winning the Wisconsin Valley Conference with a very impressive 11-1 victory, and they will get ready now for tournament play, as they will open that up on Tuesday when they travel to Chippewa Falls to take on Eau Claire, who they have met already 3 times this season. And that game will be at 5 o'clock on Tuesday, and it will be on Zaleski Sports. And the Wausau Chippewa Falls game at 7:30 also will be on Zaleski Sports. And tournaments action also going on at Bucol Park, as DC Everest will take on Wisconsin Rapids at 5, and Plover will take on Stevens Point at 7:30. So a lot of tournament action going on all week long, and then just down the road, it'll be the American Legion State Tournament here, as we'll find out, or we'll figure out who the player of the game is, but for sure we'll talk to Coach Metz here, and we'll be back in just a bit. And you've been watching American Legion Baseball here on Zaleski Sports, and we'll be back in just a bit.
Good day, my name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fure, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Keflatiri, Kefla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fure, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Keflatiri, Kefla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
No, it's not. Go to Hub City. Yeah. Get yourself organized quick now. That's teammate voice.
What are we doing? Picture?
Picture.
I need my hat.
Yeah. Trip. And then I'll take you and Chase when you're done.
Okay. Do we have time to do the picture?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hurry up!
What's your number, Mike?
715-305-0024. Thanks, Jim.
There's a line that you cross there, okay?
And we are back here at Jack Hackman Field, and a great win by the Marshfield Blue Devils as they come away with an 11-1 victory. And with me, a very happy Josh Metz, as controversy will never happen. You know that you went out and did it yourself today, Josh. So with very impressive 11, put up 7 runs right away. I mean, it's a tough deficit to come back on, but great job by your ball club, and great job with this guy right next to us when we get a chance to talk to him.
Yeah, we needed to step up today and just take care of business. We struggled a bit yesterday. Plover, credit to them, played really well yesterday, and they just beat us, twice, and they made things interesting. So, tip of my cap to them. They're a really good team, and they made us work for it, which most good teams will do, right? So, but yes, credit to Chase. I mean, he hasn't pitched much for us this year. So, I was hoping to get 2 innings out of him today. I mean, and it was really good, and he just settled in, and I was ready to pull him after the 4th, and he said he was good. So I mean, I wasn't gonna mess with it. So I just wanted to get this win and get out of here. So yeah.
You look at the line that he had, it was unbelievable, because he had actually a string there of from the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and then into the 5th even. He had retired actually with the play at 3rd, 13 straight batters in there, and you were going to pull him.
It's just his arm's not. I mean, he hasn't pitched much, right? I mean, he didn't pitch this spring at school, and he's hardly pitched. I mean, I think 2 innings is his longest outing for us this summer. So it's more about that, right? Like, I just, he's a third baseman too. I don't want to, once we get to regionals, I don't want him with sore arms struggling to make that throw from 3rd. So it's more about that than anything. I mean, in a normal situation, yeah, I'm going to ride him, but yeah, it's just, you just don't want to overdo it.
And of course, you were sitting with a big 7-1 lead also, and I mean, you could have brought another arm in there, but you didn't, and you went with him and stayed with him. So
yeah, it worked out. So thankfully, and we were very low on pitching today. Sure. So that I wasn't. You worry that someone's going to come in and they're not going to have it, right? And then all of a sudden it's like 7-4, and exactly. So at that point I'm just going to ride him if he says he's good and let it go. Yeah.
So again, I don't know when the last time you guys won a championship. I mean, it's
2016.
2016 it was. Okay. So I mean, it's been a long time. It's been 10 years. players, and but this crew here, I mean, when I've mentioned to you before, I mean, you got 12 ball players on this club at one time or another, including this guy, was an all-conference selection, first team, second team, or honorable mention. So, I mean, having a ball club with that many talent, that much talent on it is just unbelievable.
Yeah, it's a great team. They have good team chemistry. They work hard. They never give up. I mean, talent, will win you games, but there's that X factor that is going to win you championships, right? So, and my hope is that our team chemistry, our willingness to never give up, that's the stuff that's going to help us get over the hump and not just be a good team, but a really, really good team. And we've been tested all year. Very few games that aren't close. So I'm hoping that battle tested will help us, come regionals and stay it.
So here we started a whole new season now. Tournaments come Tuesday. You've faced Eau Claire already 3 times this year. All 3 good ball games also. I mean, it went right down the wire. So it'll be a big test, even though you're already qualified to go to state, but it'd be nice to take that regional.
Yeah, you want to win the regional. You want to earn your spot, right? I mean, that's what I told these guys. We're going to go try to win it. And yeah, Eau Claire's had our number this year. They're a really good team. But we've shown we can play with them. We just need to play our game and we'll be fine. But yeah, they're 3-0 against us. Hopefully that means it's our turn on come Tuesday.
Exactly. All right, Josh, again, congratulations and good luck in the tournament.
Thank you.
You bet. With me, Chase Robinson. Chase, outstanding job on the mound today. As I mentioned to Coach, you had a string in there of 10, and of course the play at third, which gave you 13 in a row. So great job on the mound today. I mean, that first inning, you had to get the bugs out just a little bit, but you were untouchable in that the rest of the ball game.
Yeah, had to get rid of the cobwebs, as they say. No, credit to my guys behind me. Mason called a great game, and then defense, a couple hiccups here and there, but overall, we're stringing it together, and that's all that matters right now.
So you've been out of school now for a year already, and so it's a little different coming back to play Legion ball after being in college.
Yeah, college ball is a little different than Legion ball, but it's great to be back with the guys. I love them. Such great guys, so yeah.
All right. Congratulations again on a championship and a great season, and good luck in the regionals. And I'm going to put you in the house, and I know you're going to get watered on because I can see the jugs back here. So, but so I'm going to let you do your thing. I'll count you down. All right.
Sounds good.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
I'm Chase Robinson, and I'm in the house.
Thanks, Chase. And again, a big win for Marshfield, an 11-1 victory as they win a conference championship, first one in 10 years, the last time in 2016. And so for my producers, Bella and Gavin, great job again today. And we'll see you down the road with tournament time coming around. So Blue Devils will be in action on Tuesday. And check Zaleski for your favorite team, and we'll be covering them. All right, have a great evening.